Welcome to Vision of Christ Ministry, where we discuss vision, testimony, and experiences. I'm your host, Simone, and today's topic is it really okay to leave your country and to live in our next man's country? What are the consequences? What can you get out of it? What did God teach us? What did we learn about these things? What did I experience? This is my experience. I'm coming with my experience. I've left my country a couple times to go overseas, and most of the time that it happened to me, I was humiliated. So this is my life, and I want to tell you what I believe. When you live in your country, the Bible tells you about it. It gives stories, a lot of stories about people that leave their country, and the people that he tells to leave, people that leave for circumstances God assigned them to leave. Some of us leave without God's assignment. God did not send us anywhere. The Bible says a man is running when no man is chasing him. So it's like you're running from your country. Nobody chased you out. Nothing happened. You just left. And I left my country when I was young for the first time, when I was 17. When I was 17 years old, I left Jamaica and went overseas. And I mixed up with the wrong crowd. I was young and naive, and I mixed up with the wrong crowd. And I got that experience, and it was a humiliation, came behind it with shame. And when I came back home, my life started over again. And, I had a life, and, everything started over again. And then I left Jamaica again. I think it was 2008. But this time I only went to visit an island. And when I went there to visit, I got an experience. That's when I knew that witchcraft was real. I started to learn. I know that witchcraft is real because everybody, we see people talk about witchcraft all the time from we are a child. And we have experience of it. We see what it can do. But I didn't really indulge in those. I didn't have a mindset about these things, as I didn't know what they were doing. And I had an experience of it when I went overseas the second time. But I went for vacation, and they turned me back. Second time I went to that island, I went to Curacao. The second time I went there, they turned me back. And I cried and I cried and I cried. And I went back in the same month. They bought my ticket again in the same month, and I had to go back. And when I went back, I went to spend a vacation over there. And I think that's when I started to know that witchcraft was real. I experienced something while I was there, and I didn't say nothing to anybody. And then I came back home. And when I came back home, I was living here for a while again. And for a while again until I met somebody. I had a daughter, and things were not going how I planned, and I left again in 2012 to live. So it's the second time I'm going to that island, to Curacao, to live. I love Curacao very much. I don't know if there's something about Curacao. The ancestors that are there, they welcome me. Whenever I enter to Curacao, I don't know what it is, but it's the ancestors that are there. When I go there, they welcome me. I can feel the welcome, not from the people, but from my ancestors. And when I go to Curacao, I was always, blessed. I'm gonna say blessed. And the third time when I went there back to live, I had an experience again, and that's when I knew again that witchcraft was real. So you can leave your country, but you have to live there with Christ. You have to have a covenant with God, because there's a lot of people that do witchcraft and they use people for sacrifice instead of using animals and these things for sacrifice. People are not using animals and these things for sacrifice anymore. It's human flesh. Them I use, we children and these things. So the third time I went there, and I experienced, now I'm gonna tell you, I know now that witchcraft is real. I'm not saying I think witchcraft is real. This time 2012. Yes, I went there December 2012. And now I'm gonna tell you that I knew now that witchcraft was real. And so I met somebody in 2013. Yeah. And then we started the day 2014. So from there so now on, I left Curacao now, because I was living in Curacao all my life. All the visit I'm visiting islands. The only island I ever visit was Curacao. Then when I met the guy now, and I went to live in Bonaire. And people, this is my experience. When I go tell us, say, I not tell us, I know, say, witchcraft real. Witchcraft real. When we reach in Bonnier, I know now that witchcraft was real. The experience that I had, the things that happened to me positive say evil is real. So when a man out there say they don't believe in a God, we not believe in a Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You not believe in our ancestors. Your ancestors you not believe in when they tell us you not believe in a God. I'm gonna tell you something. When I went to Bonnier, I went to a church one day. I went to a Catholic church. It's right at the roundabout in Bonnier. When I reached into the town, and the first time I went to that church, this is how I know that the ancestors too. The ancestors protected us. I'm going to explain that. I went to that church for the first time when I went to Bonnier. And when I went there and come back home, about 50 spirits followed me home. And these spirits were guiding spirits. And when the spirits followed me home, I just moved into Bonnier, you know, so I don't know nobody. And these were my protectors. These were my guides. And these spirits were my shield. They started to tell me what to do, how to do things, where to go. So I'm going to tell you the things that they told me. That's why I called one of my cousins and asked him if he was alive, because I saw him in the dream. So spiritually, his spirit was in Bonnier, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, because I saw him, and he was one of the one that tell me. He was on top of my roof, cleaning off my roof. I thought about 50 spirits follow me or more, but I don't know how much. They were cleaning my roof of my house, because I just moved to the country, I don't know nobody. Then come home with me, go to the church, and then come home with me. They might clean my roof. They might clean up my gate, and they might tell me what to do. They might tell me every morning I must wash my gate, I must spray water on my gate. Then they put my rooftop, I clean off my roof. Some of them, they're my window, they might say, Simone, we are so thirsty. And we're begging you some water. And them not coming at my house, they're my window. Then they're outside of my gate, they're on my roof, but they not enter my house. And I didn't understand. And I give them a bottle. In the dream, I gave them a bottle of water. And when I gave these spirits the bottle of water, and I woke up the next morning, they said, wow, I'm talking about these spirits, you see? And they were watering my gate. Every morning I go out to my gate, I look at my gate water. Somebody I throw water line off my gate. The spirit them I throw water on my gate. So that I have experience about spirits and I experience about Christ. But know say God real people. It's difficult for some of you to believe. I don't believe in God anymore. I know God. The things that I experienced in my life, I could never can tell you, say, oh, I believe, I know Jesus Christ. Some things that I experience in my life, me never know something that exists. You understand me? You see love, we have to walk with that. And some of you going around, oh, the white man this, and the white man pink, and the black man this. There are only one God. And all of us, every knee shall bow, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Every spirit has to bow to that God. So all of you say, you don't believe in a God. You're going to bow to that God and you can't believe. I'm going to tell you a dream that I had one night. And that's why I know that, some of us are so lost. We are lost. I had a dream one night about a partner of mine. He does not believe in God. And I don't know what he experienced in his life and why he doesn't believe in God. It's his experience. But I had a dream about him one day. I was sitting in a house with him. The house was dark. There was no light in it, but I sit down in there with him. And I remember I said to him, didn't you regret what you did to me? I'm not going to explain everything in there, because some of the things are personal. I don't want to say it. But I only remember saying that to him. I said, didn't you regret of what you did to me? And he said to me, I have no regret. People, we're not supposed to have regrets in life. We're supposed to just use that and go through. He said to me, I don't have no regret. And when I'm in the dream and I wake up the morning and I think about it. But listen, he said to me, I don't have no regret. Because if I did not go to that, I don't know what he's talking about. He said, if I did not go to that big house, I wouldn't have learned. I don't know what house he went or where he went, but he experienced something in the dream. And in the dream, this man, we said he didn't believe in Jesus in the dream. He turned his head up, but the house that he's in was darkened. And anyway, I there around people in dream. And you see me sit down with you in the dark. It's God send me. And I heard this man say, Jesus, in the dream, you know, in the dream alone. But in the physical, this man don't believe in God. But the spirit wants to find Christ. His spirit is yearning to find the light of God. But he doesn't, the flesh man, the flesh and the spirit that is following him to fight him. There's a spirit that is holding him back. That spirit already sold him to the devil. And he don't want him to be released. So that's why when you hear a man saying don't believe in God, he's already sold. Somebody sell him already and he can't left which part them put him, because if them put him here so he has to stay there because I sell him, I sell you. And if you try to move from here, so the person will sell you go in a trouble. So when my baby father tell me say he don't believe in a God, me not really fight him, me just listen. Because me I tell you no, I know that God love him. How me know? Because of the visions that I have about him. God is real, people. And you see, we leave our country, it's like leaving out of your own house and go to somebody else's house. I don't expect them to welcome you and give you the nicest things. No go so. I got a friend who experience myself. Nobody wants you in their land. The only way they want to know in their land is for benefit. So I am planning to leave Jamaica just for vacation and visit. I can stay in one country for like a year or 1 2 years. Me might do that. But me not plan to go live in nobody country again. Never. Never. The experience me have overseas, me not experience that experience there again. I experienced the baddest thing. So I would have go overseas to live. But not for forever. So when I like go there for like 1 2 years. Me can stay there for 1 2 years and visit back and forth. And I don't say I buy a house. I don't know if I could buy a house a foreign. I don't know. I have to make God do that for me. I have to make God guide me out and show me what I can do, what I can't do. Because in my head now, I believe I don't want to live back my country and go live in another country. But I'm not sure yet. I don't know what God is doing. I have to see what God I do. But I tell you now out there, God is real. So all I know to believe in a God, I can't convince you. But the experience that I have, I can't tell you no say God real. I did something one night and when I do it, myself was shocked. I couldn't believe that I have such power. You see them two and I want to have powerful, but we just don't know how to use our power. We don't know if we use our power. And today I'm just coming. I'm going to try to make some. God is real. Stop it. God is real. And He's protecting you and He's guiding you. All these young people out there, I don't want to go tell people about God no more because they know God. Listen, before we were formed in the womb, I have seen the vision. Before we were formed in the womb, God was it's like it's a house. And God was inside of that house. And the babies were formed in the womb of the woman is already there as babies. So when we plant them in the womb, is the spirit. The spirit, we are already plant the spirit and it does form in flesh. Because when I saw the vision, there's 2 babies. One was full of diamond and pearl and water. And this one are pretty, but the one here is the flesh, spiritual flesh. And the both of them go together and form in the womb to make up a child, to make me up. That me I tell you, me vision it. And Jesus was in that room. So Jesus is inside the womb. The Spirit of God is there already when the babies are forming. I tell you my vision. And God is already there too. And the 2 of them are pick out the fathers and the mothers. So if the father is not good for the child to farm, them throw him out. If that one is not good for enough to farm, them I saw them. I tell you my vision it. Jesus Christ is real, and today me not stop. Me not stop. And we need to know God is real. Thanks for coming on my channel, Vision of Christ Ministry, where we discuss vision, testimony, and experience. I'm your host, Simone Matthews, and thanks for watching.